bridge, and 26% of our manufactured items are exported. We have over 10,000 jobs directly related to foreign direct investment from Denmark, Sweden, Germany, Italy, Israel, and other countries. And this past week, I led the largest congressional delegation ever to New Zealand and to Australia to discuss the Trans-Pacific Partnership, and appreciate your going there in December of last year, signing the Wellington Declaration that strengthens our ties with that part of the world. We got out 2 hours and 21 minutes before the earthquake hit.
I know.
And it was fortuitous on our part. Our relationship with New Zealand and Australia is extremely important, and I'm delighted that the Prime Minister will visit the United States next week and speak before a joint session of Congress. But as a result of our discussions, I learned that the New Zealand government is in the process of reauthorizing their patent system, which will actually remove patent protection for software. We discussed that at length with the Trade Minister, Tim Grosser. And the Australians are in the process of adopting a so-called plain packaging rule for tobacco, which adversely impacts the use of trademarks. And many people see the use of the patent system to enforce social change as being inimical to the United States' strength in the patent laws as we know it. These issues concerning loss of patent protection for software and also for trademark protection are really disturbing to the 9 countries that have been involved in those negotiations, which, as you know, go back probably 10 years through several different administrations, especially in light of China's continuous theft of intellectual property, closure and outright theft of American businesses, including several or a couple in my congressional district. My question to you is are you aware of these patent issues and trademark issues involved in the TPP? And I'd like to know your thoughts on them and what America is going to do to try to turn around New Zealand and Australia to a higher level of patent protection.
Well, Congressman, first, let me say how pleased I am that you and your large delegation were safe. We had some very tense moments there trying to make sure that everybody, all the Americans as part of this large delegation were accounted for, so thank you. And with respect to the TPP, although the State Department does not have the lead on this, it is the United States Trade Representative. We work closely with the USTR. It is absolutely essential that we work with our friends and allies, particularly countries like Australia and New Zealand, to make sure they understand the implications of some of their internal domestic legislative changes. And we are doing so because I share your concern. We obviously have the biggest stake in the world in improving the protection for intellectual property, not seeing close friends and allies begin to remove those protections. You point out that China remains the largest violator, and part of what we've tried to do is to push them to recognize that as they develop, they too will want the protection for their own intellectual property, and they need to be part of an international regime. So we are aware of this, we're working on it, and I will keep you informed about how the negotiations proceed.
Thank you, and I yield back my time.
Wow-wee. Thank you, Mr. Manzullo, Man of the Year. Mr. Sherman, the ranking member on the Subcommittee on Terrorism, Nonproliferation, and Trade.
I